Okay, you want to start talking to me now?
Now, do you love this? Have you come to love this kind of food? Is that what you...
This little slice of melon here?
Yeah. Or do you
hell
want,
no.
like, chocolate brownies?
Nancy,
Let's
hell
talk
no,
here.
hell no, hell no. But I have to lose 15 pounds, and because I picked up some weight during the summer. I'm going into the Christmas season, going into Thanksgiving. If it's not off by then 15 turns to 20. 20 is 23, and 25 by the next meal. So this is the pull it in, rein it in, rein it in.
There, girl.
Yeah. Whoa, baby, your butt's spreading. You know what I mean?
I heard you say yesterday to some woman, well, look, it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or poor as a church mouse, a fat butt is a fat butt.
That's right. No, the quote is this, okay. Nancy. Whether you have $10 or 10 million, a fat butt is a fat butt. You can quote me on that.
I will.
That's the truth. This summer, though, I cheated, meaning that I went on this cruise, and because you know when you got a lot of money, you can do that.
Of course.
Yes, and so...
So I hear.
It's fabulous, Nance. It's so, darling.
Yes,
you can rent your own boat and have your own chef, and so wunderbar, and have all your friends on it. And so I did that, and had this private chef in the boating and the whole thing. And I even took the trainer, and I still worked out every day, but not as hard. I would get off the boat and run through Crete, you know, run through the streets of Crete. And, God, every day that it would happen. And even when I was on the boat, and the boat's doing this, I'd be like on the treadmill holding on. And I'm working out. And so I still worked out, but not as hard. I really, in order to lose weight, need to be running an 8-minute mile. Yeah. But I'm too fat. My butt's too fat right now.
Okay, enough about the fat butts.
Okay. Body, 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 fat, 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 fat.
How has money changed your life? You talk about the cruise. Has it changed your ambition?
Money is, let me tell you, money's fabulous. And anybody who tells you it isn't is lying through their teeth. Money is great. It's everything you thought it was. It's fabulous. Because what it does is it allows you the freedom. That's what it does. It buys, literally, you freedom, if you let it, to think the great thoughts and do the great things and really think about what it is you really came to do. Well, what can I do with myself? How can I be used here on the planet? Money is great. Now, I will tell you, you can get too much stuff, which is where I think I am now. I'm now over that. Let me buy another pair of shoes. Let me get another outfit. I am so sick of clothes.
What size shoes do you wear?
Size 10. Size 10. I'm so sick of... I have a big foot. I have a big foot and a big head, Nancy.
I was going to say I'd take your discards, you know.
Oh, I know. And what I did... You know what I do with my discards? I haven't done it in a while, though. We have the Harpo shoe sale. Oh, perfect. You have all these size 8 women trying to stuff themselves and stuff their shoes. Because I sell all my shoes. I have to stuff their shoes. I had a Harpo... I sold 72 pairs of shoes for $5 a pair, like a couple years ago. 72 pairs. That's excess shoes.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was. Yeah. It's a lot. And I gave all the money to charity.
Speaking of charity, you and money, you give an awful lot of it away.
Yeah, I do.
Does that make you feel more comfortable with your money, or do you just do it because that's from your heart?
Does it make me feel more comfortable with myself? Now, see, now I'm going to actually take that question very seriously.
Do you feel guilty with it?
Oh, hell no, Nance. I really don't. I really don't. Now, I've heard that there were people who... There are two things I've heard. I've heard that people feel guilty when they get it, and I've also heard that people who get to be thin still see themselves as fat. And I never have figured that out. Because I'm thinking, you're looking in the mirror at yourself. Yeah. Are you thin or are you not? Why would you still think you're fat? But anyway, and I don't understand, if you earn the money, you honestly earned it, and no matter how much it is, and I mean, God, I got lots of money, why you would be walking around feeling guilty about that? I have no guilt about it. I do believe that for those of us who were blessed, to those of us who much is given, is what I say is my quote, and much is also expected. I know that the way the universe works based upon physical and metaphysical principles, that you can't keep what you have unless you are willing to participate in the flow of life. It's the circle of life, my son.
Sing it for me.
Yes. It's the circle of life.
You share a lot of yourself on your show, and I guess that's why everybody feels they know you. Do you ever get sick of people feeling they have the right to know everything about you?
No, because I'm the one who did that. I'm the one who had such a big mouth from the beginning.
What do you think the #1 question was when I told people?
When is she getting married? When is she getting married?
How did you know?
Well, that's a question I get. I'm so sick of that question.
Surprised. When's she going to marry Stedman? And that's what I was leading into when I said, do you get sick of people feeling they have the right to know these things about
Well, I
you?
think they do have, people do have the right to know, because I'm the one who, I opened that door, and I wished I hadn't.
You flung it wide open.
I really do wish I hadn't, because I didn't realize, I tell you this, I didn't realize that me talking about Stedman on the air would create such interest in him. I just was talking about it. I didn't realize the impact or the power of like saying his name, and then everywhere you go, then people start saying it. Or even when I was on, the whole engagement thing came out, because I was on television talking to my girlfriend Gail about it. I never imagined that the next week we'd be on the cover of People magazine. And even when when it first came out, I was interviewing with my best friend Gail. She's an anchor woman in Hartford. And she said, well, let's talk about it. I said, I don't want to get that on TV. She goes, it's just Hartford. Nobody else will hear. That's what we thought. And it ended up on the AP Wire and on CNN. And Stedman is at home, and he hears on television that we are engaged. And he was really pissed at me about it, too, let me tell you. Goes, why didn't you tell me you were going to do that? Because we really thought nobody would hear about it. We really thought it would just be like a little thing. Me and Gail were talking in Hartford, and nobody cared, or it wasn't a big deal. And that's how. Then the next week we're on the cover of People, and it just got blown out of proportion, and I'm really sorry. Yikes!
Yikes!
So now I don't talk about him hardly anymore on TV anymore.
So you won't tell me when you're going to marry Stedman?
I don't know.
If you're going to marry Stedman?
I really, the answer to that question is I really don't know.
Is children something that's still a possibility for you? Do you think about it?
Well,
You want to adopt me?
no, Nance. I kind of like 2.5 to 5.
I tried. I've passed that.
I like the idea of having children. I think what it takes to raise them on a regular basis is not something I have. That's why this year we're spending a whole lot of time devoting to getting parents to understand how important their role is.
What are you most proud of? What's the accomplishment of which you're most proud from the past 10 years?
I'm most proud of, actually, there was a moment in yesterday's show when a woman in the audience said to me, Oprah, you're being so close-minded, because about this psychic. Oprah, you're being...
I'm a skeptic.
Yeah, Oprah, you're being so close-minded. She said, you're the one who taught us to open our minds. You're the one who brought us along to see things differently. You're the one that told us, don't be so myopic. Myopic, she used. And now look at you. Open your mind, Oprah. I thought that was just, that was one of those moments.
Yeah.
So I am most proud of that. I'm most proud of getting people to change their perception of themselves and of the world and seeing things differently.
How could life get any better for you?
Let me finish.
As she eats a piece of pineapple. I'll ask you that question again.
Life could be better for me if I had more people to help me do what I'm doing. I thought 110 was enough. But the truth of the matter... Staff members. But we need more people so that I can have more balance, so that every question that has to be asked in the building, I'm not the person who has to answer it, that I'm not sort of like, I need to take the pressure. I need to take the pressure off, so that the work that I say I want to do, I want to create television programming that makes people better. That can be funny entertainment, that could be dramatic series, that can be television movies. I want to do feature films. I don't even have the time to think about it. I don't have time to read the script. I don't have the time. You know, you need space in your mind to be able to come up with an idea. You can't come up with an idea if, if you're just about signing the next check, moving on to the next meeting, conducting the next whatever. So I need to be able to give myself some space.
Got to delegate more.
I know, Nancy. That's what I've got to do, is delegate more, and in order to delegate more, we don't have the infrastructure to do that. I need more people to delegate to.
But the future still looks brilliantly bright.
It burns my eyes, Nancy. The future's so bright, it burns my eyes. Thank you.
Thank you, Oprah, so much. Thanks for having us down here.